YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, we're coming on here with some breaking news featuring the Washington Commanders signing two new offensive linemen and bringing back one of their own defensive guys. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case, our Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. So today is March 13th, 2023, and that is the start of the legal tampering period with the NFL. Now, obviously, things don't become paper to pen or pen to paper until Wednesday, but this is the day that teams are able to legally start negotiating and committing verbally to new deals with new teams. Free agents are able to talk to new teams and verbally agree to deals. And the Washington Commanders has wasted no time getting things done. And let me first start by saying this. This has been a really, really good offseason by Ron Rivera. Okay. Now draft still has to knock it out the park. He still has to knock it out the park. But so far, he and his staff has been doing really, really well. Getting Deron Payne done yesterday. Okay. Now today, the start of the legal tampering period. I thought we were gonna be a team. Yeah, I expected us to make some signings. Okay, but not this early. I thought we was gonna wait till all of the good stuff was gonna be gone, and we was gonna sign some guys later, like a couple days later, like we kind of did in 2020. That's not the case. That's not the case. So the Washington Commanders, first thing they have done is re-sign their cornerback Danny Johnson to a 2-year deal for $7 million. And this is a really, really good signing because, as we know, Danny Johnson is a really, really, really good slot guy. He's a good special teams guy, and I'm a big Danny Johnson fan. All right, he's a guy that couldn't honestly compete for this starting slot position. Now, I fully expect Washington to still draft a cornerback because obviously we know that is a position of need right now. But in certain packages, certain looks, I expect Danny Johnson to get back on the field. And that worst case scenario, he's going to obviously be a special teams guy. He can return kicks if we need him to. So Danny Johnson being back, really, really good, and I'm really happy for Danny Johnson. He gets a 2-year deal worth $7 million, like I just mentioned. Now, the big news here, okay, the big news: the Washington Commanders have revamped this offensive line. So the first thing they do is sign center Nick Gates to a 3-year, 3-year deal from a former New York Giants center. And if you guys could remember, 2021, he broke his fibula, okay, against us at FedEx Field. Now, here's the thing with that move, okay? The first thing when I saw that, I'm like, okay, so this must mean it really are going to move on from Chase Roulier. As we know, Chase Roulier is really, really good, man, but he has been struggling to stay healthy. Yeah, he's had 2 season-ending injuries back-to-back years. So at first, I'm like, okay, this means Washington is going to move on from him. But then more news came out that Nick Gate, he also plays guard. He's a flexible position guy on the line, and he played majority of his snaps at guard. So here's the actual tweet from Matthew Perez. It says, "Get ready to hear positional flex with new Commanders lineman Nick Gates. He played 258 out of his 390 offensive line snaps at left guard in 2022. The other 132 snaps was at center." So I initially changed my thinking, or initially I thought, okay, goodbye, Chase Roulier, man. I love you, man. You're a really, really good center. He's one of the best centers in football when he is healthy. But after hearing that, I'm like, okay, this now means goodbye, Wes Schweitzer, because Nick Gate is probably going to end up being your left guard. He's probably going to end up being your left guard. And then when we get to the next guy that we sign, you're going to be like, okay, you could be connecting some dots here. So Nick Gate is probably going to be your left guard. We drafted Chris Paul last year, so he's going to be some depth there. Okay, and we still got Sadiq Charles. So that those are probably your two depth guys for the guard position, and we can obviously address more depth if we want to. But I'm saying right now, those are your two guard positions. So you're gonna move on from Wes Schweitzer. Hurts the heart because I like Wes Schweitzer too. I wanted him back. Again, he's a guy that can play center and guard too, but probably gonna be gone more likely than not. And then now you move over to Chase Roulier. They're probably gonna reconstructure his contract. They're probably going to reconstructure his contract. So we went from me thinking, okay, this move means he's going to be gone now, to us reconstructuring Chase Roulier's contract possibly. They already expressed interest in bringing back Tyler Larson. So again, that makes me happy because even though he has also been hurt a lot, when he is healthy, he is a solid depth guy that can come in and fill in for you if you need be. So we're expressing interest in bringing back Tyler Larson. We're probably going to reconstruct Chase Roulier's contract. And then now, here is the next move that Washington just made like 8 minutes ago before coming on air. The Washington Commanders have made yet another offensive line signing. So the former Chiefs right tackle Andrew Wylie plans to sign a 3-year, $24 million deal with the Commanders, pairing him back up with offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy. Now, this is a really, really good move. Also, again, right tackle. Okay, but I believe this guy is positional flex too. But right tackle, you're probably like, Juan, we already got Sam Cosmi. A lot of you already said out there that Washington should move him to guard. That's probably what they're going to do. This is probably what this move signifies. Ooh, I struggle with that word. Signify. This is what that move signifies. I'm struggling. But this is what that move means, right? That they're probably going to move Sam Cosmi to right guard, which is cool with a lot of you guys. And it's fine with me too if that best suits him. All right. And then now Andrew Wylie is going to be your new right guard. Now both of these guys signed similar contracts, 3-year deals. I don't know all of the details on Nick Gates contract. Now let me see if I can find that quickly here. He says Nick Gate agreed with the Commanders for a 3-year deal with a max value of $18 million with an $8 million guarantee bonus. Okay, so that's solid. So these guys are making serious changes to this offensive line. Okay, so shout out to Ron Rivera, man. They're having a good year, a good offseason so far. So that's $8 million a year for Andrew Wylie. That's nice. And then obviously 18 over 3 for Nick Gate. That's $6 million a year. So that's good. That's good. These guys are both solid pieces. Nick Gate, I wasn't the biggest fan of Nick Gate. I didn't think he was the best. And then he obviously is coming off of a major injury. He had 7 surgeries to come back and play football again on his broken leg. So hopefully they can come in and they can stabilize this offensive line position for Washington or offensive line for Washington, because as we know, it was a train wreck last year with Andrew Norwell, with Trey Turner, with losing all of our centers, including the left guard Wes Schweitzer. He got hurt too. So hopefully, biggest thing is that these guys can come in and bring in some health for this team because we need it. Okay, Andrew Wylie has played left guard, right guard, and right tackle for the Chiefs. He's played exclusively at right tackle the past 2 years. My guess is Wylie comes in at right tackle and Sam Cosmi shifts over to guard, as I just mentioned. So I'm excited, man. I did not expect Washington to be this active this early. Again, I thought this was going to be somewhat similar to the 2020 offseason where, we made signings in 2020, but it wasn't no big signing, okay? It was a lot of Logan Thomas's, J.D. McKissick's, and Wes Schweitzer's of the world, Tyler, and to see if these guys could, sign up for depth, but to see if they could turn into something. This right here is coming in now to be starters and be significant game changers. So I'm excited about the move. I love it. Obviously I'll get a deep dive into these guys to see how good they are, because obviously Nick Gate again. Nick Gate to me, what isn't the best, okay, but he gets over Washington, and he could definitely be changed, okay? And again, the biggest thing here is that they provide positional flex. So if Nick Gate is struggling at center, okay, he can switch. He can shift over to guard, and he played majority of his snaps at guard anyway. So my thinking is Chase Roullier is still your starter, okay? If he's not, then they're probably gonna go ahead and draft somebody in this coming draft, but. My thinking is Roullier is your center. They're probably going to reconstruct his deal. They're going to bring back Tyler Larson because they expressed interest in doing that. Your left guard is going to be now Nick Gate, okay, and then your right guard is going to be Sam Cosmi. Your right tackle is going to be now Andrew Wylie, and your left tackle is going to be Charles Leno. Already, without a doubt, without seeing these guys, that is extremely better than Andrew Norwell and Trey Turner. That's what I'm just saying. But hey, y'all, it's getting a lot of news coming out, man. So I want you guys to listen and turn on post notifications because you guys do not want to miss all of the news that is going to come out about the Washington Commanders. Videos are going to be dropping like this now that it's free agency. So please hit that subscribe button. Do yourself a favor. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you can get notified everything that is going on with this team. You don't want to miss out. So quickly before we get out of here, Washington re-signs cornerback Danny Johnson to a 2-year, $7.5 million deal. That is great for Danny Johnson. Love that move. He provides, again, positional flex on the defense. All right, he can play outside. He can play slot. He can be a kick returner for us. So good move, bringing back one of the savvy veterans on this team. Then they go out and revamp this offensive line. This was a big thing heading into this free agency and draft, revamping this offensive line. They go ahead and get Nick Gate, a 3-year, $18 million deal, $6 million per. And then they go ahead and get Andrew Wylie, right tackle from Kansas City, to pair back up with Eric Bieniemy, Super Bowl champion. Forgot to add that for 3 years, $24 million, $8 per. So let me know what you guys are thinking. Leave your comments. Like this video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. As always, me and Boy Juan Gotti. See you guys next time. I'm out. Peace. Cross me one time, that's gonna get you pop. Get you poppin', get you droppin'. Slide on the one where they get you boxed on.